what do you think the main difference between ideologically the way Brazil looks at beauty and the way Americans look at beauty? What do you think is the main difference?
I think here is a lot about the face. There is a lot of like really amazing facials, face treatments and rituals and face routines. I didn't really know about like face care before I moved here because we don't have that much face care in Brazil. It's a lot body.
I love how you call it face care.
I know, I like that, face care.
Because we call it skincare, but like in America, when you say skincare, it just means right here.
Yeah.
Like that's it. Yeah.
Exactly. And then
we have
like,
skin
it's
everywhere
always like
else.
skin is like our biggest organ of our body. So it's like going everywhere. So yes, face care, I guess it's what makes sense more for me, especially if you translate in Portuguese.
It makes sense in general more than skincare.
But yeah, skincare is like more popular here. So I think that's the biggest difference. There is not a lot of body care. I see more now because I think it's becoming a trend and people are paying attention. But I think that will be like the biggest difference. It's so hot in Brazil all the time. It's very, tropical. And we have the carnival. We have such a like culture of like not really wearing a lot of clothes. And so your body is exposed so much. So the urgency to like take care of your body, I think it's like more, we are also just like Latinos, like I guess like there is this like more sexual thing and it, people want to feel like sexy all the time. And I think the body carries more that than the face.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Agreed,
So
yeah.
it's like, that's the biggest difference I see. Like there's not a lot of body care here as much as in Brazil. And there's not a lot of face care in Brazil. So
that's very
we
interesting.
need to learn that.
What do you think American women need to know that your culture taught you that we're struggling with here as women in America? Because I don't think America breeds confident women.
Especially LA here where we live.
Yeah.
I think social media plays a big part in it nowadays, and it's unfortunate because it's everywhere. And I feel like people have a lack of confidence just because there is only this one stereotype of women that looks good, which is like, they're done up and really skinny or tall or whatever. Like you just have to look this one way, which is sad. Like a lot of girls in LA look the same.
Yeah.
And I think it really is like, it's very cliche to say this, but like it's really accepting you were born with this body and this face. How can you make this the better version that you can be? Like how can you shape this to be like the best version that you can be? So like I feel like in Brazil, like if a girl is a little bit bigger and she has some cellulite, she doesn't care. She's gonna put her smallest bikini, she's gonna go to the beach. That's her body. She's gonna like put her oils and her creams and she's gonna look beautiful. In Brazil we have like the hair needs to be done and smelling nice and the nails have to be done. There's like these little things that you just feel good about yourself. You don't have to look perfect. It's a lot about like feeling good inside, you just like you did your little like body care and you did your nails and you're smelling nice. There's a lot of showers in Brazil too. We like to feel clean. And I think that's like the biggest thing is just like accepting who you are, like how you were born and how can you, of course, like do treatments, do what you think you should do to like feel better. But like, how can you feel better inside? Then it will show on the outside. I think that's like, I don't know. It's something that I see when I'm in Brazil. Like girls are just really confident. It doesn't matter like if they are in the stereotype or not. They just feel like that. It just has a feeling,
It's definitely not something we grew up with here.
Yeah, that's so beautiful.
Yeah,
it's a thing that American women really struggle with, and I don't think that American women innately have this sexy fire in them or this confident. It's a lot more about hiding and fixing and changing.
Yeah, which is so sad because I feel like the world looks up to the US in so many ways, and I think in beauty ways as well. Like obviously in Brazil we look at American women in movies and we're like, wow, like they're so gorgeous. Like look at Julia Roberts or Cameron Diaz, and it's so different than Brazilians because they're like tall and like and it's so strange that you guys wouldn't have this culture here. I think it's really something that you have to look in the inside of you,
Yeah. Definitely, 100%.
Beautiful.
You just left us with a gift. Okay.
I know. Well, okay. We ask every woman that comes on OK Sister this: if you were to brag about one thing in your life and you can't be humble, what would you brag about?
I think my height.
I love it. And love that.
Fuck yes. Were you ever insecure about your height? Or were it from the beginning you're like, fuck yeah?
I think when I was younger, you know, like, I don't know if here in the US you guys have that, but I'm sure you do. When you are in school and they like line you up.
Yeah.
And they put like
to go to class or whatever. Like they in Brazil, in my school at least, they would always line us up as height.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
And I always feel like the girls, the shorter girls were cuter because they're just like so petite and so like cute. And I was always like so tall and like as tall as the guys. And I was just like felt awkward in many times in my life, I think. And, you know, I've been called giraffe and all of that stuff in school. And so like, I think that made me feel sometimes like not like just awkward, you know, like just like, no, I didn't fit in those like between like 12 and 15 years old. But it also came with so much, like I played volleyball for so long in my life, and that was so helpful, you know, to be tall. And then obviously like got into modeling because of my height as well, one of the things. And so I think like a lot of the things that I love to do, because of my height, I can do them. And I don't know, like it just feels great to be a little bit higher than everybody else.
And also concerts are probably amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
You can see everything.
Yes, it's great.
amazing.
You put high heels and you're taller. I'm taller than my boyfriend, taller than everybody. It just feels sometimes like,
You're like, I have like a front row seat. It doesn't matter.
As a very, very short girl, I can.
No, I was at a concert this weekend, and
I'm so
and my boyfriend was like, "Oh, this person in front of us." I'm like, "What do you expect? You think I'm gonna go anywhere and not be able to see? I'm not looking. I can't see anything. I'm just hearing. Like I can't. I'm just hearing." Like he's like, "Let's try to move in front." I'm like, "There's gonna be another tall person right in front." Like,
he should put you on the shoulders.
Oh yeah. Oh god. Well,
Oh,
that
God.
would be a sight to see.
Your height is beautiful.
It's beautiful.
It is
you,
regal.
guys.
It is
I love that
elegant.
you
It is
bragged
all
about
of
that.
it.
That was
Me too. I
amazing.
love that.